Hey everyone, I'm Aaron. Time to show me the money. I'm here with Adam, my identical twin brother. He's just here for the show. So we're in it. You're in a baseball brouhaha. That means a cup of coffee and a daily baseball trivia fracas. So thanks for joining us today. As we're going along here, folks, join with us in the trivia. Enter your questions or your answer in the comments below. Also, our favorite questions that we get to put together are ones that are put together by you. We're going to be spotlighting those here very soon. So be looking for those, but drop your comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Adam, let's dive into it.
Our question today is: through 5 starts, Shohei Ohtani has given up 8 hits. Which of these batters to get a hit has the highest OPS through Shohei's 5th start? So this is coming to us from Opta Stats here. In his last 3 starts, he has batted and gotten 4 hits, and as a pitcher has allowed only 3. So Shohei he's doing good so far, and so our question and our answers are: which player who hit off Shohei has the best OPS? So we have Vinnie Pasquantino, Eugenio Suarez, Jared Kelenic, or Seth Brown.
Yeah, this one, I've been paying attention a little. I play some fantasy baseball, so I paid attention to some stats. Jared Kelenic stood out to me here. I know Pasquantino struggled and whatnot, so I wasn't 100% sure, but I went Kelenic here. I feel actually quite good about that answer, but we'll see how we turn out.
I went Kelenic on this one also. I mean, he's had a really great start to the year. He's hitting bombs. He's got a high average.
Mm-hmm.
And, as a Mariners fan, I'm following Jared, so I know that he's playing well. So I went with Jared here. So let's see what we got. Well, look at us right there. Jared Kelenic, his at the time OPS was 967. It's since gone up, including another home run in his most recent game.
2 most recent.
Yeah, so Kelenic is killing it.
Mm-hmm.
And second on the list was Pasquantino, and then Suarez and Seth Brown struggling a little bit.
He was not the lowest. Aledmus Diaz also has a hit off of Shohei, one of the 8. His OPS is 431. It's just a quirkiness of baseball, 431 OPS getting a hit off of Shohei.
Yeah, things happen like that. Well, this is Showtime. I mean, this is really what this show is about. And Shohei is showing up, and he's taking care of business. And a little bit of numbers here on Shohei, not just as a player, but his status as a player is a global phenomenon, is moving way beyond just salary. So this little chart here is him in comparison to other players with high salaries. So his salary is about $30 million this year. His endorsements will be about $35 million. And in comparison to Max Scherzer, you can see on there, his salary is about almost 60 this year with, about 2 million in endorsements. And so Shohei is blowing up the spot. It's his time. Showtime.
Yeah. If you watch MLB.tv, you see Shohei New Balance commercials. So, well, let's talk about the statistics a bit here because they're obscene through 5 games. Okay. 0.64 ERA. I believe that is reflective of a run over his innings. A 0.82 WHIP. That's walks and hits per innings pitched. That's very good. A 0.092 opponent batting average. 0.092 and a 0.115 opponent slugging percentage. Batters are 8 for 105. 8 for 105 against Shohei. It's just obscene what he's doing right now. We wanted to break this down a little bit further and look at his hits, the amount of hits per nine compared over history, and see what kind of trajectory he's on. So, Adam, break this down a little bit more for us here.
Shohei through 5 games and 28 innings pitched is allowing 2.57 hits per 9 innings. This is not runs per 9. This is not 2.57 ERA. This is 2.57 hits per 9 innings.
Yeah, the lowest in any season of any length was 2020 Trevor Bauer, 5.05 hits per 9, which is quite small. The lowest over really a full season, Nolan Ryan in 1972, his age 25 season, in 284 innings pitched. That's a lot of innings. He went 5.26 per 9. That's remarkable, thinking about that, over 284 innings. So Adam and I got to thinking, how do Shohei and Nolan Ryan compare? We've heard Shohei Babe Ruth comparisons, but what about Shohei Nolan Ryan? What comparisons could we draw?
Very few, but we're gonna stretch the fabric of reality and talk about Shohei and Nolan Ryan together. So both could pitch. We know both can pitch.
Mm-hmm.
But what about Nolan Ryan hitting? How about that? Nolan Ryan had 2 home runs in 852 at bats over the course of 16 seasons. Shohei Ohtani this year, 2 home runs in 4 games.
Yeah. And just for those of you who know Nolan Ryan's career, he played more than 16 innings, but many of those were in the American League with a designated hitter, 852 ABs. Let's clarify that. But Shohei, 2 home runs by game 4 of the season. Okay. But everybody knows he's hit way more than that, obviously. Nolan Ryan's career batting average was 110, and his slugging was 134. I actually thought going into this, like, I didn't think he was like elite like Shohei, but I was like, he was above average, probably pretty good hitting pitcher. No, not real good. The thing that's insane to me is that Nolan Ryan's probably about on par for what a pitcher used to hit. When pitchers hit, he's probably about on par. What Shohei is doing right now, not to pitchers, but to major league quality hitters, is they're batting worse than pitchers used to bat when they would hit, to major league hitters. That is blowing my mind right now.
That is, in the words of the Sandlot players, funky butt loving.
That was Rookie of the Year, but
Rookie. Oh, you're right. Rookie of the Year. Speaking of funk, though, good story time. For story time today, we're talking about some funk. So I remember in high school baseball, everybody pitches and hits, but there was one player in particular we played against who could really throw, and he hit pretty well also. His name was Blake, and he threw gas. He had, in our league, he was throwing upper 80s, which not a lot of people did.
Yeah,
and he could hit. He could get on base, and so he was clearly their best player in much the same way that Shohei Ohtani is for the Angels. And you knew that when he was on the bump, it was going to be a long day hitting. But then I knew, especially I pitched against this team often as well, that I was going to have to face him at the plate too. Like, you don't get a break from his being good throughout the whole game. Yeah. And so this is tough for opponents. But to do this, I mean, at high school, like I said, everybody's pitching and hitting. To do this at the pro level like this is just unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there were a handful of guys that we faced with regularity. Stuvland, Schneider, some of these guys that were throwing, like, for us, for our leagues, granted we're not facing elite high school talent, but they were good pitchers. I mean, guys that could have played college baseball if they wanted to, and they could hit. The guy on our team, that guy was Jason. And Jason could flat out pitch. He played shortstop when he wasn't pitching. He had a cannon for an arm. And the thing I loved about Jason that he embraced was he batted 9 in our order. So he 6'4", could rake, hit like well over 400, and he was batting 9 in our order. But we didn't want to call him the 9 hitter. You remember what we called him?
-1,
-1. We called him -1. So he was like, we're gonna be like, hey, you're gonna turn the lineup over. It's just like you want your 9 hitter to do now. Is you want to turn the lineup over, get him over to the top of your lineup, and get it going again. And Jason was prolific at that. And he threw a lot of gas, pitched a lot of really good games, and could hit. So we had the privilege of having Jason on our team. So.
Yeah, he went on to play a little bit of college baseball and coached at the college level as well.
Yeah, he did. So
now he's a local guy. Now lives in the Seattle, Tacoma area.
Okay, there you go. So nice. Well, thanks everybody for joining us today. We got special thanks going out today for OptiStats at Baseball Reference. Just stumbling over that a little bit here. And Sarah Lang's at Slangs on Sports. You got to follow Sarah Lang. She is fantastic. If you've got a burning question, comment below. Find us on Twitter and tweet at us. Like, subscribe, turn on your alerts, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. More baseball fun and trivia coming at you. Look forward to seeing you then.